Hey guys, welcome back. So today we're gonna go over my personal favorite bags for fall. I have 7 picked out and I feel like I picked some good ones. I am kind of tailoring this specifically to this year. I did make one last year for what my favorite picks were last year, so I'll link that right up here. But I have a couple new picks and I feel like you guys want to know about these. Now, I don't know about you guys, but for me, fall is the time. I mean, not for me personally. You guys already know how I feel about this, but I feel like for the trends, the fall is the perfect time to bring out any type of slouchy bag. If your bag has just like a hint of slouch, bring her out. We want to see it. So that's something you're definitely gonna see in my list today. So if you guys wanna know which 7 bags I think are perfect for fall, then please just keep on watching. But wait, you already know what I'm gonna say. If you're not already subscribed, subscribe yourself. I post on Wednesdays and Sundays at 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I feel like you're gonna wanna be here when I do. If you like luxury, you like handbags, you like fashion, you like fall, or you like autumn, because I know that's how some people say it, then this is definitely where you're gonna wanna be. So you should subscribe if you're not already, and you should follow me over on Instagram if you're not already. It's just a K Danger. I post every single day over there. Every day is a reel, outfit of the day, something on stories. We post a lot, okay? We post a whole lot over there, so you should follow me over there if you're not already. And with all that out of the way, let's jump into the video. By the way, if I look familiar at all, it's because I already filmed a video. Today I filmed the 23K collection review from Chanel, so I'll link that in the description box, and I'll also link it in the cards here. But I figure let's just kill 2 birds with 1 stone. Mostly because I don't feel like putting on makeup for the next couple days, okay? So the first bag on my list, I don't think is gonna come as a shock to absolutely anybody, because I feel like I've been talking about this bag quite a bit on my channel recently. I definitely mentioned this as one of the bags you should start your collection with, so I'll link that video in the cards. But this is gonna be the Loewe Flamenco bag, and I just dropped something, so I'm sorry if you heard that. This bag has to be purchased in the bigger size. That's just me, okay? I know a lot of people like the mini size, but for me, if you're looking at a bag that you wanna carry in the fall, the bigger size. It's just a necessity, and honestly, you can get it in pretty much any color. But again, if we're talking about fall bags, chestnut brown, okay, caramel brown, any type of neutral, like sandy brown, black even, any one of those like warm, delicious shades is really gonna do it for you. I love the fact that it's so versatile. Basically, like I said in my other video, I love that you can put a strap on it. You can have it as like an armpit moment. You can really do so much with it. You can cinch it closed if you want. You can really, the ways to use it are there. I definitely do like this more than the Bottega pouch, like infinity times more. The one with the chain, without the chain, whichever one. I definitely like this one more. I think it's more versatile. It's more cute in my opinion, and I just really love it. My Louis Vuitton pick is going to be a bag that I said that I would absolutely never buy, and that is the side trunk. I just feel like this is the vibe for fall. I'm sorry, but me not liking the bag doesn't mean that it's not good for fall, okay? It just embodies everything that I think about when I think about fall. You've got 2 different versions of it. You have the leather version, which comes out in the most beautiful cognac brown color. And if we're talking about fall, like what else is there? Is there another color? I don't think so. Then obviously you have the monogram version, and of course you have like the monoglam and like all the collections that are coming out. But for me, this just needs to be in like either a monogram or like leather that's either like black or brown, and you are just gonna be living your best fall life. I know Deb from Wild Unfiltered has this in the black, and I just feel like this is the time. This is the time to pull it out. It's slouchy, but it's not overly slouchy. So I will say this is one of my favorites when we're talking about how slouchy it is. The slouch is there, it's visible, but it's not something that's just gonna be like saggy and like drooping. It's something that actually looks put together, even though it does have like a little bit of an effortless vibe to it. Does that make sense? I don't know, but you get what I'm saying. This bag just embodies everything that fall should be. But again, if you're going for the monogram version, just keep in mind that you're gonna have to deal with my arch nemesis, Vachetta. I freaking hate Vachetta so much. But if you're okay with it, because obviously there's a lot of people out there who don't care about Vachetta or even like Vachetta, then this could be a really good pick for you, and especially if you get it in monogram, because we're talking about fall bags. Brown monogram, hello, 1 + 1 = 2. So I feel like this is a good one. Now, one of my least favorite bags on this list, it's not my least, because there is a bag on this list you guys already know. As soon as I say what it is, you're gonna know that's my least favorite bag. This is my second least favorite bag on the list, and this is the Loro Piana extra pocket pouch. This is a very trendy bag right now, and I feel like as we go into fall, this is the perfect time for you to whip this out. And the reason is Loro Piana really specializes, I feel, in neutral colored bags. I mean, neutral colored everything, but obviously we're talking about bags today. So in neutral color bags, like they have creams, whites, grays, beiges, dark browns, blacks, up the wazoo, okay? So if you are going for something that is quiet luxury, as the trends will dictate, and something that is just a little bit more low-key, something that is gonna be neutral, this is a way to go. It's not my favorite way to go, but it's a way that you can go. Moving on to another one of my least favorite bags, but still not my least favorite bag. This one is gonna be the Chanel 22 bag. Now for me, this is definitely not my favorite bag, but I will say it has grown on me. It's not my least favorite thing in the entire world now, so I like it a little bit more than I did before. Not enough to buy it, but I like it enough that I can sit here and say, if we're rolling into the fall, this is a bag that needs to be pulled out. Again, we're talking about slouch. We're talking about big bags coming back, and I don't want to be the one to say it. Trust me, I don't. I'm not a big bags type of bitch. You guys know this already. But they're coming back, and I feel like this is finally the season where we're gonna see it come through. This pretty much offers everything that we need for the fall. We have the slouch, we have the carefreeness of it, but at the same time, it is Chanel. This does not offer any type of quiet luxury, so if that's what you're after, like, look elsewhere. Look elsewhere, because this is not gonna get you there. I will say, in my opinion, the price on this is outrageous. It's outrageous. But if you're willing to pay that, here, the option is there for you. Last year I did mention the Chanel 19, and I still think that that's a beautiful fall bag. I still think if you have that, this is the time for her to shine. But the 22, I just have to say it, it's more trendy. It's more of an it bag right now. So the 22 is going to be beating the 19. Speaking of big bags, I could not do this video without mentioning Hermes. Now, obviously there are so many bags that I could talk about in this category for Hermes. They have so many bags in their inventory or whatever, in their catalog, in their archives, whatever you want to call it. They have a lot of bags, but I'm gonna be basic for my first one. I have two. For my first one, I'm gonna be basic, and I'm gonna say the Birkin. But specifically, because we're obviously into big bags right now, I gotta give the shout out to the Birkin 35. The Birkin 35 is actually the original size of Birkin. Did you know that? I'm sure you did, honestly. You probably knew that before me. But that's what makes it so iconic. And on top of that, like I said, big bags are coming back. I feel like we are about to start seeing the pre-love market switch. Right now, you can get them for a pretty good deal, but they're about to skyrocket. And at the same time, Birkin 25s, Birkin 30, I feel like it's pretty much gonna stay the same, because the Birkin 30 is like the perfect Goldilocks in between. But the Birkin 25, I feel like, is going to go down in value on the pre-love market. So if you're like me and you want a smaller bag, regardless of what's in trend, I'm definitely team small bag. Like, I carry nothing with me. I don't need a Birkin 35. So I am gonna keep an eye on the pre-love market, because the Birkin 25 will be mine. But anyways, Birkin 35s, I feel like, are going to be seen everywhere right now. I feel like if you have a black one, a neutral one, if you're buying a Birkin 35, like, chances are you're buying it in a neutral color, like a white, a black, a beige, a taupe gold, something like that. So, or even like a gray, like Attain. Actually, Jessie Lou just bought an Attain Birkin, so I'll link her unboxing up here. But that's kind of where I feel like most people go with their Birkin 35. So if that is you, if everything I just said is you, this is her time. This is her time. Stuff her to the brim. Okay, maybe not stuff her to the brim, because I know she's gonna get heavy. She's gonna get real thick and heavy. But put yourself in the Birkin 35 and take your ass out. I think you're gonna look so good with like a coat, a trench, a little beanie, and your Birkin 35. Stop it. My next Hermes pick is something that you guys have heard me talk about in the past, and not in the best of lights, I will be honest. But you gotta hear me out on this one. The Evelyn PM. So, you guys know I'm not the biggest fan of the Evelyn in general. It's just not my favorite thing. I can't picture myself spending thousands and thousands of dollars on that bag. Now, with that being said, I definitely think that the PM looks more balanced. Like, I don't know, the dimensions work a lot more, in my opinion, on the PM. Still not to the point where I'm gonna spend thousands of dollars on it, but enough that I feel like if you have it in gold, if you have it in another neutral color, again, fall is really when the neutrals come to play. This is neutral territory. So if you have this bag and you're wondering, when can I bring it out? It's now. The answer is now. Bring it out and do it now. The slouchiness that the size gives, it's really just such a carefree bag, but like also it's like,
I have an Hermes bag.
you get an adjustable strap with it, and it just actually fits things, unlike the TPM that just has the longest strap for no reason. It's not adjustable and it fits nothing. Like for me, the TPM just makes no sense. But the PM is actually usable. It's actually user-friendly. And as somebody who lives in the suburbs of New York, I have to say, I have seen the PM, not the TPM, a trillion times. Like all the soccer moms are carrying the PM. So if you're looking for that kind of a vibe, I think the Evelyn PM is the one for you. Now for my absolute least favorite thing on this entire list. I mean, least favorite thing at the moment. And I know you guys have said like I'm coming down way too hard on this bag. A lot of you guys really like this bag. Some other YouTubers actually really like this bag. I know a lot of people on Instagram also really like this bag. This is the Dior Toujours bag. Okay, you guys already know how I feel about this. I've said it so many times. Keep in mind that my personal preferences are being put aside because we're not talking about what I like. We're just talking about bags that work the best in the fall. And I'm sorry, but this bag works and I'm mad about it. Trust me, I'm madder than you, but it works. This has everything that we need. It's a big bag. It's slouchy. It's new. It has the Dior Canon printing all over it. It's honestly, it's kind of like an iconic piece for this fall right now. And I feel like you're going to be seeing this like crazy if you're not already. You know, Dior pushed this bag to the max, to the absolute max. So if you haven't already seen it everywhere, you're about to prepare yourself because winter is coming. And again, this bag just comes in so many delicious neutral colors. Like Dior knew exactly what they were doing when they released this. They knew the timing, they knew the colors, they knew what was happening. You've got different sizes in this one. So if you like the smaller size, which I don't personally recommend, it gives me like Louis Vuitton PM Neverfull vibes. You know, those are not the vibes you want, okay? But they also have the medium, they have the large. You got big options, big bag options, and you can stuff this bag to the brim, fit the laptop. If you guys saw my mom's collection of handbags, I'll link that video right up here. She loves a big bag, and this just feels like, I feel like if I showed her this bag, she would want it. The Canache printing from Dior is just so iconic, and you cannot deny that it is a luxurious feel. Whether or not I think the bag is beautiful enough for me to spend money on it is irrelevant. It is beautiful enough to be included on this list, okay? So those are these 7 bags that I feel like are the best for fall right now. Let me know what you guys thought about my picks in the comments. Let me know what you guys think are the best picks for you. What are your favorite bags for the fall? Don't forget to watch the video that I did last year. Even though those are obviously last year's picks, they are all still very relevant this year. I think every single one of the bags that I mentioned would work this year. I just feel like this year we're gearing more towards bigger bags, which is why I mentioned mostly big bags on this list. But everything that I mentioned in last year's list is still gonna work. So definitely check that out if you haven't already. But that's it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. Please don't forget to give it a thumbs up if you did like it. Don't forget to subscribe if you're not already. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram. I post every single day over there. And that's all I have to say. So I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye. Okay, this lighting is insane. Truly insane.